Welcome back to the 6th episode. Today, we journey through the pivotal moments of the late 1940s and 1950s for both the island and Rockland. Since 1505, the island had passed from the Portuguese to the Dutch and then to the British. More than 15 generations of Lankans had lived in subjection to a European monarch half a world away. And at midnight on 4th February 1948, a euphoric Ceylon finally celebrated its freedom from centuries of colonial rule. D.S. Janaka, the first Prime Minister of the country, formed Ceylon's first independent government, and in that rare moment, the country celebrated as one. 1948 was an excellent year for Rockland. But the very next year, export restrictions by the government of India brought a sudden shortage of molasses for the company, an ingredient essential for the manufacture of Rockland gin. But despite the restrictions, Carl traveled to India to meet with the suppliers and was able to negotiate with them to supply the necessary amount. All the while, he continued to experiment with new ideas. Carl was now toying with the idea of introducing a hint of citrus into his gin. But in 1952, the sudden death of Ceylon's first Prime Minister marked the abrupt end of the country's post-independence honeymoon. The country with its multiracial citizens became polarized along ethnic fault lines, and dangerous cracks began to appear in the bedrock of national unity. In the uncertain political and economic climate that prevailed in the country post-independence, running the distillery profitably required a balancing act as difficult as that of the toddy tapper, high up on ropes. But in 1957, the fruits of Carl's experimentation with flavored gin were finally ready. Rockland's lemon gin was introduced to the market, which to date is made to Carl's original recipe. This moment was the birth, product innovation and product expansion for the entire spirits industry in the island. This significant moment paved the way for many companies to experiment with spirits over the years, resulting in the wide range scene in the country today. Join us for the next chapter, where we learn about the new torchbearers at Rockland. Stay tuned.